Hey everybody, welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be going over 6 growth hacks for LinkedIn that you can use to get more exposure on your content, get more of your clients to view your page, start to rank whenever those clients are searching for people that meet your criteria. So this video is going to be really amazing. Let's jump into point number 1. Number 1 is going to be keywords. Okay, LinkedIn is like any kind of algorithm or system, much like SEO, right? What keywords do you rank for? So if somebody's going on LinkedIn and they search, they're not searching necessarily for your name. They might go in and say digital marketing consultant, and then it brings up a list of people based on that search. How do you start to rank at the top of those different lists? And it's with keywords. And where we start with keywords is in your LinkedIn profile headline, right? So that headline right in the top of your profile, inside of that headline, that's where we can start to put in keywords. So for that one, we don't have a lot of characters. What I would do is I would find the most relevant keyword that you would like to rank for and place it there. The next place that the keywords are going to come into play is going to be your summary, your about section. Inside of that summary, what I recommend is starting with maybe a Google Doc. What are the 10 to 20 keywords that you want to rank for on LinkedIn, whether it's digital marketing consultant, maybe LinkedIn lead gen consultant, maybe it's your chiropractor, maybe whatever the case is. Think about those keywords, write them down, and then when you're filling out your about section, make sure to obviously tell about who you are, your experience, who you help, how you help them, but then weed in those keywords as much as you can. It's going to give LinkedIn a signal that you are, the person, whenever they're searching, it's just going to really help you get to the top. And also it starts to categorize your profile for different pieces of content. So whenever you post something, your organic reach will be given to people that actually have been searching for those specific keywords. So the next section that you're going to go through is your skills and endorsements. So you can go into your LinkedIn profile and add lots of skills. So go in there and fill it up with as many as you possibly can. But then there's going to be 3 that you get to pin, which are your top 3 keywords. So which 3 are going to be the most important, okay? And then use those as your pinned. Those are going to pull the most weight whenever you're ranking. So keep that in mind whenever you're deciding on which ones to pin. Now I'm also going to lead into another point is actively be trying to get endorsements and people to endorse those specific skills, because what that's going to do is it's going to show LinkedIn and show anybody who comes to your page, your profile, that you actually are credible inside of those specific skills, which is also going to help you outrank other people that have the same exact skills there. The next one that I'm going to go into in regards to keywords is we want to use these keywords inside of our posts. In a second, and one of the other points, I'm going to talk about how we want to post consistently, how to post, but take those same keywords. That's why I said it's important to keep them, maybe in a Google Doc that you continue to update. Whenever you're making different posts on LinkedIn, try to find ways to also weed in those keywords as well. Then whenever you're filling out your experience, like your company about and things like that, that's also an amazing place to start to weed in those keywords. So then your profile actually starts to rank. Putting that number 1 because really sets the stage. I have other videos on profile optimization because that is very important. So I'm not going to really go over that inside of this video, but make sure that your profile is optimized, has a really nice has a nice banner that showcases your brand, who you're about, it's vibrant. Same thing, have a really nice profile picture as well. All right, point number 2 is going to be content on your profile. So, this is different than actually posting consistently on the activity and on the news feed. So what I like to do, I want when somebody comes, if we're ranking through keywords, right, we're getting people to our profile, I like to have in the featured section pieces of content, like I make videos, put them on my featured page. So I'll put valuable videos that teach my specific niche, give them value. I will also put, say, client case studies and testimonial videos inside of the featured section on your profile. If you go through the profile, you'll see it. There's a featured section. What I like to do in that section is upload those videos to YouTube, and then I can put a really nice thumbnail on them, and I can keep the aesthetic on my profile And then when I go to the featured, I just upload a link to the unlisted YouTube video, and then it pops in with a really nice square with my thumbnail that I created. So fill that up, so then when someone comes to your profile, they know you're an authority, whatever it is that you do, that you know you have case studies and testimonials. So that's really going to help with people wanting to engage with you, wanting to have conversations, and actually taking you seriously. So point number 3 is frequently posting. So LinkedIn has changed to where it's just like a super corporate B2B space. And what you want to be doing is actively engaging as much as you possibly can on the platform, from making posts like in the news feed. And there's actually a strategy to how you should do that to get more reach, get more engagement, make more people actually see that post that are in your target market. So number 1 is like, let's have specific content, right? Broad content necessarily doesn't work as well. So example, making a post that's like digital marketing, right? Or like that would be more of a broad. How can we make specific content that is more like how to growth hack this year on LinkedIn? Example, right? That's more of a specific type of post that you can make, right? The next thing is when you're structuring that, like I mentioned before, how can you weed in those same keywords, right? Then also leverage hashtags. Hashtags are going to help you rank and give like LinkedIn a signal to like what other types of people it can boost it out to, because these algorithms, you know, their goal is they want a good experience for the users on the platform. Like if you're ranked in these hashtags, you have an amazing post, you know, and you use those and the hashtags will help you put it in front, help LinkedIn know who to put it in front of, and really going to help it get more exposure. The next little growth hack that we do is like if you have other authoritative figures or people in your network, tag them inside of the post, because then they can reshare it, and it actually helps the post get more organic reach in the algorithm. So those are the couple things. The next thing is like with those hashtags though, make them like short. So we found that like a whole bunch and like super long hashtags don't work really, really well. How can you make super short hashtags? So many people, a lot of the problem is you can't find content. Well, one thing that you can do is stay up to date on trends. So what kind of trends are going on in your industry for your customers, and then use that as inspiration for posts while that trend is still going on. That's really going to help you get a much more exposure on those posts as well. Like if you have a full team, right? Like if you can have them and like your network actively being engaging on that post, it's going to help that post really get more traction, right? You want people and eyeballs and exposure. That's really how and what growth hacking is. So all of your connections that you've built up, you want them to be able to see it. So follow that structure. Another thing and some inspiration for how to get those posts, like what to do with those posts, ask questions. Whenever we make a post and it's like, hey, which one of these 3 do you think is the best marketing tactic for this year? 1, 2, 3, asking a question, boom, you get engagement, comments, etc. LinkedIn then deems that as a really good piece of content, so it's gonna blast it out, put it in more people's news feeds. That's frequently posting, okay? Following trends, asking questions, tagging people, etc. One other thing that might give you more of an inspiration of what to post is like it doesn't always just have to be about business. People want to get to know who you are, and that's really a big growth hack is like, hey, how can you get people to, yes, you're amazing at what you do in your niche, but allow them to come more into your ecosystem. Example is like a lot of our guys, they love sports. So like as sports been going on, you know, the finals are right now, they're actually making posts every day about like the game, who they think would win, right? Which is allowing them to connect with their audience in a whole different way outside of just business. But then since those people are engaging with these like posts every day that some are business, some aren't business, right? Then anytime you ever post, LinkedIn knows that that person has already engaged with your post. So then you're naturally going to start to build and get more engagement every single time that you make a post on your LinkedIn. Point number 4, this is one that we've been really testing and we found a lot of success with in regards to growing, and that's finding influencers that already have a big audience, and whenever they make a post on LinkedIn, commenting something that like a very thought out comment that spikes the interest and gets more interactions like their fans that are already commenting, right? So like something that's very intelligent or something super interesting, take your time and start to comment on those people's posts, because that also starts to associate yourself to that post. Also, other people that are raving fans of this influencer, then they start to find you, they go to your profile, it's already been optimized, they have content, etc. So it's really gonna help you grow. We found a lot of growth through really commenting good comments, because if they're not a good thought out comment that gets a reaction, then it's not gonna result in other people engaging with that comment, etc., then going to your profile and engaging with you. So find those influencers that are in your market that you can start to comment on and then hijack off of their existing network and authority. Point number 5 is gonna be first degree blast on Kennected. So what Kennected is, I mean, I'm sure if you're watching this, you're familiar, but it really automates a lot of your outreach and prospecting, but you know, it can automate connecting with new people on autopilot, messaging them, all of that good stuff. If you're interested in it, there'll be a link down below to book a demo. But there's also a feature where you can do a first degree message blast. So what that means is you can literally go into the Kennected software, say you have a new post that's really awesome, you can go in there, find a list of your target audience that are first degree connections, put it in the software, and it will blast out and send all of them on your behalf a message to those people saying, hey, I just posted a new piece of content, would love it if you engaged on it. We've leveraged this and it seriously exploded some of our posts, helped them get way more exposure. How it kind of works is like, say you have connections of people that are real estate agents, you made a post that was the best tips for real estate agents in 2020, right? Go into LinkedIn, search first connections, type in real estate as a keyword, put that into Kennected, write the note you want Kennected to send for you. It pulls in something like first name, etc. Hit start on it, and then it blasts it out. Boom, people then start to engage real estate agents that are already in your network, engage in the post, they see it, LinkedIn sees it as a good piece of content, then gives it more reach for real estate agents. We find that to be super effective. Even some other strategies, like maybe you have a podcast or something like that, leveraging this to blast out your podcast to those people without you having to manually go through and send it to everybody. This tactic works very well. Lots of creative ways that you can use that to grow. All right, so point number 6 is going to be an engagement pod. So we've been talking about ways that we can growth hack our content, you know, and we know that engagement is the thing that boosts it in the algorithm and deems it as a quality piece of content. So then LinkedIn like puts it in more of your connections and other people's news feeds. So one thing that we do here at Kennected is in our Slack channel, we have a whole group to when anytime one of our sales guys or one of our employees makes a post on LinkedIn, they'll post the link inside of that group, and then everybody immediately goes and likes and comments, which then will boost it up and give it more reach. So then they also will go and share it. So for you, if you have people part of your organization or your company, you know, maybe make a group with them. Or if you have other colleagues and business associates that would also like want to grow on LinkedIn, create a little group pod that you guys all help each other, you know, like, comment, and all of your posts. That'll help you get so much more engagement and more exposure on your LinkedIn. So that's going to be it for this video. Those are some growth hacks that can help you, really take your LinkedIn to the next level and get a lot more exposure, get way more of your ideal clients viewing your page, communicating with you, etc. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you thought, other videos you would like to see. I would love to make those for you. So with that being said, my name is Elliot Drake. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next ones.